A4. E6. Knight C3. Knight C6. D4. Bishop B4. Queen D3. D5. Bishop D2. Bishop D6. Knight F3. Rook B8. H4. Knight B4. A5. Knight takes D3. Check. E takes D3. Knight F6. Knight G5. Queen E7. H5. Bishop D7. H6. A6. H takes G7. Rook G8. Rook takes H7. Knight G4. Rook H8. Knight H6. Knight takes F7. Queen takes F7. Bishop takes H6. Bishop E5. Rook takes G8. Check. Queen takes G8. F3. Bishop takes G7. Bishop takes G7. Queen takes G7. G4. Queen takes D4. Rook A4. Queen e3 check. King d1. Bishop takes a4. Knight takes a4. Queen g1. c4. Queen takes f1 check. King d2. Queen takes f3. C takes d5. Queen f4 check. King c3. Queen e5 check. King b3. Queen takes d5 check. King a3. Queen takes d3 check. King a2. Queen c4 check. King a3. c5. b3. Queen c1 check. King a2. Rook d8. b4. Rook d2 check. King b3 c4 checkmate. d4, d5. Knight c3, knight f6. Knight f3, g6. e4. Knight c6. Bishop d3. Bishop d7. a4. D takes e4. Bishop takes e4. Queen c8. b4. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Bishop g7. Bishop g5. Bishop g4. h3. Bishop f5. g4. Bishop takes e4. Queen e2. Bishop d5. h4. h6. h5. H takes G5. Queen F1. Queen takes G4. Knight takes G5. Bishop takes D4. Knight takes F7. Bishop C3. Checkmate. B4, C6. A4. Queen B6. Knight C3. Queen D4. E3. Queen takes C3. D takes C3. D5. B5. C5. A5. Knight H6. A6. E6. A takes B7. Bishop takes B7. B6. A takes B6. Rook takes A8. Bishop takes A8. Knight F3. C4. Knight G5. Bishop E7. Knight takes E6. F takes E6. H4. Knight C6. F3. B5. G4. Knight A7. G5. Knight F5. G6. Knight G3. Rook H3. Bishop D6. F4. Knight F5. H5. Bishop C6. H6. Bishop E7. H takes G7. Knight takes G7. G takes H7. Knight F5. Bishop b2. King d8. Queen a1. King e8. Queen takes a7. Knight g3. Rook takes g3. Bishop h4. Queen c5. Bishop takes g3. Check. King d2. King d7. e4. Bishop takes f4. Check. King e2. Bishop d6. Queen a7. Check. King c8. E takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Queen a6. Check. King c7. Queen takes b5. Rook takes h7. Queen a5. Check. King c6. Queen a4. Check. King b6. Bishop a3. Rook h2. Check. King e1. Bishop takes a3. Queen takes a3. King c6. Queen a8. Check. King d7. Queen a4. Check. King c8. Bishop takes c4. Rook h1. Check. King d2. Rook h2. Check. King c1. Rook h1. Check. King b2. Rook d1. Bishop takes d5. Rook takes d5. Queen C6, check. King D8. Queen takes E6. Rook B5, check. King C1. Rook A5. Queen B6, check. King D7. Queen takes A5. King D6. Queen B4, check. King C7. Queen C4, check. King B7. Queen C5. King A8. Queen B4. King A7. C4. King A8. C5. King A7. Queen B5. King A8. C6. King A7. C7. King A8. C8. Queen. Check. King A7. Queen B C6. Knight C3. H6. A4. E6. B4. Queen F6. G3. King D8. H4. Bishop takes B4. Rook B1. Bishop C5. Rook B5. Queen takes F2. Checkmate. Knight C3. H6. Rook B1. Knight C6. A4. Knight B4. H4. C5. D4. Knight takes C2. Check. Queen takes C2. E6. H5. Queen B6. Rook H4. Queen A5. B4. Queen C7. B takes c5. a6. Knight b5. A takes b5. Rook takes b5. Rook a5. Queen c3. Knight f6. Rook takes a5. d6. Rook a8. Queen d8. Queen a5. Queen takes a5. Check. Rook takes a5. D takes c5. Rook a8. King d7. e3. King d8. Knight f3. c4. Bishop takes c4. Bishop b4. Check. Bishop d2. Bishop takes d2. Check. King takes d2. Rook e8. Knight e5. King e7. d5. E takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Knight takes d5. Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Knight takes f7. King takes f7. Rook d4. Rook c5. e4. Knight c3. Rook d7. Check. King e8. Rook takes b7. Rook c8. Rook takes g7. Knight b1. Check. King e1. Rook c2. Rook g8. Check. King d7. Rook g7. Check. King e8. Rook g6. Rook c1. Check. King E2. King F7. Rook takes H6. Rook C3. A5. Rook C2, check. King F3. Knight D2, check. King G3. Knight takes E4, check. King F3. Knight D2, check. King G3. Knight E4, check. King H3. Knight takes F2, check. King G3. Knight E4, check. King F4. Knight F6. Rook takes F6, check. King takes F6, A6. Rook C1, A7. Rook A1, H6. Rook A4, check. King G3. Rook A3, check. King H2. Rook takes A7. G4. King G6. King H3. King H7. G5. Rook B7, King H4. Rook B6, King H5. Rook E6. G6, check. Rook takes G6. King H4. King takes H6. King H3. King H5. King H2. King H4. King H1. King G3. King G1. Rook F6. King H1. Rook F1. Checkmate. Knight C3. Knight F6. A4. E5. E4. Knight G8. Knight F3. Queen F6. D4. Bishop B4. Queen D3. C5. D takes C5. King E7. Queen c4. Bishop takes c3. Check. Queen takes c3. King f8. Knight takes e5. King e8. Knight takes f7. Queen takes c3. Check. B takes c3. King takes f7. Bishop c4. Check. King f8. c6. D takes c6. Bishop a3. Check. Knight e7. Rook d1. King e8. King e2. b5. A takes b5. Bishop g4. Check. f3. Bishop h5. g4. Bishop g6. h4. a5. h5. Bishop f5. G takes f5. Knight d7. B takes c6. Knight e5. f4. Knight takes c4. Bishop takes e7. a4. Rook d4. a3. Rook takes c4. King takes e7. e5. a2. f6. Check. G takes f6. E takes f6. Check. King takes f6. c7. Rook h c8. Rook c6. Check. King e7. f5. Rook a4. f6. Check. King d7. Rook c5. Rook e8. Check. King d3. Rook a8. F7. Rook F8. Rook F5. King takes C7. C4. King D6. King C3. King E6. Rook F3. Rook A3, check. King D2. Rook takes F3. Rook A1. Rook 8 takes F7. Rook takes A2. Rook F2, check. King C3. Rook 7 F5. Rook A6, check. King D7. Rook A7, check. King D6. Rook takes H7. Rook 2 F3, check. King B4. Rook F1. H6. Rook B1, check. King C3. Rook H1. Rook H8. Rook H3, check. King B2. Rook A5. H7. Rook A H5. C3. Rook H2, check. King B3. Rook A5. King B4. Rook A7. Rook D8, check. King C6. H8, Queen. Rook B2, checkmate. H4. E5. Knight F3. E4. Knight G5. Queen E7. F4. Knight A6. F5. Queen e5. G4. Queen G3. Checkmate. D4, D5. Knight C3, Knight F6. Knight F3, G6. Knight e5. Bishop G7. F3. Rook G8. E4. C6. E takes D5. Queen C7. D takes C6. B6. Bishop C4. E6. G3. B5. Knight takes B5. Queen A5. Check. C3. Bishop A6. B4. Bishop takes B5. B takes A5. A6. Bishop takes B5. A takes B5. C7. Knight B D7. Knight takes D7. Knight takes D7. G4. Rook C8. A4. Bishop H8. A takes B5. Knight C5. D takes c5. Bishop takes c3, check. Bishop d2. Bishop f6. b6. King e7. a6. Rook g e8. b7. Rook takes c7. Rook c1. Bishop h4, check. King e2. Rook d8. Bishop a5. Rook takes d1. Rook c takes d1. f5. Bishop takes c7. e5. b8, queen. King f7, a7. F takes g4. a8, queen. Bishop e7. Bishop takes e5, g takes f3, check. King takes f3, king e6. Queen b6, check. King f5. Queen a7, h5. Queen takes e7, g5. Queen b8, g4, check. King f2, g3, check. King takes g3, h4, check. King takes h4, king g6. Rook h, g1, check. King f5. Rook d, f1, check. King e4. c6, king e3. c7, king e2. c8, queen. King d2. Queen e d7, check. King e3. Bishop a1, king e2. Queen e7, check. King d3. Queen c d8, check. King c2. Queen b c8, check. King b3. Queen e b7, check. King a4. Rook g4, check. King a3. Queen a5, checkmate.